Okay, let's start today's top session. Okay, so I see. Let's start. So today we will cover scam jobs and how to detect them. Today is our fifth lesson. So there are like certain things that you should choose when you are looking for a job on Upwork. Let me also open my Upwork. Last lesson we covered how to find a good clients and the good jobs, as well as how to write job proposals. If you missed something, you can always come and check this tutorial documentation that I'm taking like notes here. Okay, is everything fine? Like, can you hear me well? Okay. For scam jobs, first thing, when you see a job that's like short and vague, that can be a scam. Like, you need to check for some. I was also thinking about making a checklist for this one as well, like just the one I did for jobs, finding jobs, and like completing this checklist. And for scam jobs, we have the red flags. The first one being short vague description, written in a rush. Sometimes it can be, they can say like, I have very limited time or something, and client does not explain the job well. Maybe they have some misleading explanation to the job description. That's why you shouldn't like apply to such jobs and waste your connects. Let me make it short actually. Vague description or misleading description. At the end of this video, we will also go over some scam job proposals, like job postings that I found on the internet, and also I have also come across a lot of them. I want to note that Upwork is much safer compared to other platforms, but still you can get scammed. That's why you need to know like these red flags. That's very important. Let me make it a checklist. Okay, first one, short vague description or misleading description. And secondly, payment method not verified. If payment method is not verified, let me open also a job. For example, right here, we have payment method unverified. This is not English. The urgent dad, I mean, it's something rush. Let's choose some other job, which payment method unverified. Here we also have such a job offer. What you can check here is like you can maybe check the title, description, and everything else, and you may want to apply to this job even if the payment method is not verified. For new members, the payment method will not be verified. Like it takes some time for clients to verify add their card to the system. But anyway, even if you apply, even if you get hired to this job, you need to make sure that you don't start the contract before client links their payment method. For now you can apply, but it's better not to. But anyway, there have been cases I have applied to such clients and they were new to Upwork, they linked their payment account and I started my job. I didn't start like the job before it became verified. So that's the second thing. When payment method is not verified, you should also check for other red flags. If everything is fine, like you can take this job even if it has unverified payment method at the time being. And the next one, no previous hires. This can be either new client or not hiring. How you can check it? You can check it with, for example, payment method. Let's choose someone who has a payment method verified. They may have, like here we can see higher rate. They posted 55 jobs and they hired freelancers on Upwork to 80% of the time, meaning that they have some hires. But if that's a scam account, that's a scam client, they will not hire anyone on Upwork. What they want to do is to bring people outside of Upwork. That's the second red flag we have. Make sure that you check. No, it can either be new client if this is their first job posting. It's the same as payment not verified. When they are new, they have not verified payment method. They have no previous hires, but they may be credible. But anyway, it can also be a scam. Next, no client rating. The next flag we have is no client rating. If we check this client, they have a rating, or actually if it's not a scam, sometimes like the client is not a scammer, but they may be a very, very bad client, so they will have very bad review here. You should check like they have no review at all, or they may have a bad review. Both of the time it's not recommended to apply to that job. You don't want to waste your Upwork you don't want to waste your connects. And next thing, they say, like, let me just make it clear. Next, okay, let's take this one and we will go so far. They will have zero spent on Upwork. That's also can be a new client and can be a scammer, but here you check if their payment method is verified, if the job title is good, description is good, it can be a good job offer. The next thing, like that's very, very common, is offering unbelievable hourly rate or fixed price. That's like, you can check it because for scammers, what they want to do is they want many people to apply to their jobs, and they are not actually paying. That's why they just make it unrealistic. And also, like, if we discuss this point, for scam jobs, there will be like interviews, lots of interviews, lots of people being interviewed, because as I said, they want to get everybody. That's why, like, there will be, for example, 50 plus proposals and 50 plus interviews. That's a scam for sure. And offering outrageous, unbelievable rate. Recently, one of my acquaintances got this like 1-2 days job, for example, and they offered 3,000 euros actually, not dollars, but yeah, they offered a very very big high rate. And there are more if you want to read it. And also, like, you can check the country. If that's a country that has lots of scams, unfortunately, like India is one of them, you can also feel like this may be a scam. And the next thing is like the client checking the job post on odd hours of the day. It happens like when you are applying, make sure to check what is the time for the client right now. You can check it right here. It's like Australia, they have 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. there. And it's most likely the client is sleeping actually. As you can see, it was last viewed by client 16 hours ago, but if the client is checking even odd hours of the day, like 3 a.m., 2 a.m., that means the location may be a scam actually, maybe a false location, and they just want to get more people. Okay, and to put it, client checking odd hours of the day. Okay, and the next thing is like they ask you to pay deposit. They say like we need to make sure that you finish the job, or they may have some excuses like the other developer we hired left the job halfway. That's why we want to make sure that you finish. That's why you have to pay us some money in advance so that you will start working, so that we will be confident that you will finish this job. That's biggest scam, they say, and that's most common scam. There is an example here is the project they have sent personally to me, I believe, or one of my acquaintances. I have like collected this, and you can check what they are asking. They say like we are Lion Bridge Technologies, American company, and first thing you can do is like you can just Google it. You can Google this company and Google that people. On LinkedIn, when I got scammed, I never got scammed actually. When I got like scam invitations, the first thing I do is like check it up on the internet. I also checked up the Lion Bridge Technologies on the internet, so it was not there. And they say like there is a description of the company, okay, and they have these project types, and it says insurance deposit. So you should pay $50 to convert image to text. Oh, also the most common scam is image to text. I believe there are automated apps that can convert images to text, but they will ask you to convert images to text, and they say we will pay you, for example, $550 for 20 images. That's insane. So this also says that it is a very like outrageous and unbelievable rate. It may not be hourly, it may be just the fixed price, but it's unbelievably high. And yeah, they also have these project types, and they want to scam you like $80 or $100 or $150. In return, they say we will give you $3,500, but it will never happen. Okay. Another thing on Upwork that happens, how you can detect a scam, is even if you applied, like let's say the job was okay, everything seemed okay, and you applied, and scammers will wanna take you outside Upwork, because Upwork has this payment protection and some systems in place to make sure that you don't get scammed, that you will get like earn money for your job, but they want to take you outside Upwork. Most of the cases it's WhatsApp or Telegram, any other social media. Actually, it doesn't matter. Like which one? They want to take you outside Upwork, and they do not start. Okay. Oh, yeah, WhatsApp. And they do not start the contract on Upwork. Do not hire on Upwork. And for payment methods, they introduce other payment methods other than Upwork. For example, Payoneer, PayPal, or anything else. Not Upwork. Like Upwork actually can pay you, but what they want is like they want you to take you outside Upwork and get some money from you, actually. And there is another video I have done a while before on the topic, and you can also check that one. Let me check the comments for now. Okay, we don't have any questions, so we can continue to see to check some jobs and find the red flags. Okay, this seems theme optimization. Let's see. This is Poland. This one I would call a vague description. But this doesn't look like a scam. If it was a scam, they would be hiring everyone that just posts like that, just applies. It's a vague description. Not much information. The member is new but is not very active. This is not a scam, but this is not a good job either. This one seems like a valid client. They have payment verified, money spent, and very good description. This is not a scam. I'm not sure we can find a scam on Upwork. It doesn't like happen a lot. But it happens sometimes anyway. We are looking for middle full stack developer. This is not a scam, not a scam. You can just look and say verified rating and spend money. Not a scam, of course. Not a scam. In Russian. Okay. Probably not a scam. But I would not apply. There are like scam jobs, there are good jobs, and there are some jobs in between, so you don't apply to those jobs in between or either scam. Okay, they say their payment method is unverified, that's why I chose it. They have been a member since January, actually. It has been a long time and they have not verified their payment method. That's interesting. They posted 4 jobs, never hired. Even if it's not a scam, but look at this, they're interviewing 17 people. But they have a good description. May not be a scam, but I would never apply because they posted 4 jobs, never hired, never verified their payment method. Maybe a scam as well. Interviewing everyone that's applying. Yeah, it doesn't look like a good job. Okay, let's actually go to the internet, and there are some Upwork scam job examples. People that took screenshots of the scam jobs. Let's search through them and see. For this one, for example. Is it not opening? Okay. The picture is actually not here. Okay, for example, thanks for your interest in my gig. Business on marketing guidelines and payment. Yeah, what they do is like they send you this document which will contain something like this inside, and they ask you also sometimes you shouldn't open these documents because they may have some malicious code inside the document. They have something like ENK. Okay. Okay, so there may be a virus. There is a case when they had discovered a virus inside a scam document. Okay. It didn't. Okay, so that didn't end well. We didn't get that job, did we? We didn't get that job picture. Okay, from these blurry details we can see that they want to hire 20 freelancers for the job, which is insane, and they have 0 hire rate, no jobs posted, and if we look closely, they are talking about a professional who can bring ideas to life, very general description, nothing specific, thinking out of the box, creating content that can inform, engage, compel a reader. What content? Like, what's the topic? All work will require clear, concise, precise writing that consists with established branding and so on. The vague description, method not verified here. So that's what happens, and I believe it has a lot of budget. Yeah, you can see like 1,500 budget. As we checked, like, we have this checklist, so it matches lots of them. A vague description, misleading description, not verified, no previous hires, no client rating, and almost all of them are like offering unbelievable rate, lots of people being interviewed or let's say hired. Not actually hired. They say we want to hire, but they do not hire on Upwork. Once I had such an instance, I asked them about the job. They said we will describe on WhatsApp. I contacted them on WhatsApp, and they described the job, and like they said, like, you can start. And I asked them to start the contract on Upwork, which they never did. So that's how I discovered it was a scam. Okay. Okay, seems like we don't have any other questions. You can check this document, check this checklist, and on the next topic, we will cover how to. Actually, let me talk about it. How to handle a scam. The first thing you would do is we have this icon on a job post. If you think that it is a scam, you can just check and describe how it can be a scam. For example, it has a vague description or unrealistic expectations or anything else. You can say vague description and Upwork will not show it. Another way, like, you can do is to flag as inappropriate. That's what you do when you know for sure that this is a scam. I didn't know like this job was a scam. It had vague description. For scams, I don't think we have any scams here, but you will do something like this, flag as inappropriate and select the reason. It may be free work, payment outside of Upwork, and you can describe and submit, and Upwork team will review and remove this job posting. And also, when you are having a message with a client, let's say if the client is rude, you can also report their messages. Let me show you how. For example, for every message that's on the platform, you have this option to quote. If you quote, like, it's a reply actually, you can report a message and ask the same like reason and describe. If the client is rude to you, you can do this for sure. And one more thing, to make sure that never start your job before you get hired. You should like only start once the contract is active and shown up in your all contracts page. Then you can start that job. Never start unless not. Let me show you. That's not it. For example, this one is active and this is started. Unless it's not started, never start a job, never get scammed. That's how you can avoid. Okay. And one more thing I want to note is like there are some jobs with very, very low rating. That's like $5 per hour maybe. That may not be a scam, but I consider it as a scam. Like they do not worth your time most of the time. So make sure that you identify those jobs, bad clients and scam jobs. And there is also a community, Upwork's official document on scam jobs. Upwork official guide. You can also check it through the documentation. And take care, stay safe. See you on the next one. Oh, I have a question. We have a question actually. When I search a job, there are proposals less than 5, but when I apply, it takes lots of proposals from me. Yeah, that's ordinary thing that happens on Upwork. There are lots of developers on Upwork applying, and the reason is like while you are writing the job proposal, there are lots of people, already 10-15 people applying to that job, and you will end up like after them actually. That's why find your structure. Be faster when writing proposals, but do not forget to write about what client needs. Yeah, that's very competitive on Upwork, and that happens a lot actually. I hope that explains your question. See you on the next one. For homework, I would suggest all of you to start applying to jobs that match the checklist we have on the document. And yes, start applying and good luck. Bye.